So, or at least, I mean, I already bought the game and I'm just unhappy about how things ended up, right? So a DLC comes out and I don't buy it, alright? As simple as that. And lots of YouTubers out there make me want to laugh because they criticize DICE over and over again, but they keep on buying their products. Like, they criticize that the game wasn't receiving enough patches, that the game had some huge game-breaking issues, that they lied about the game not being an esports, not having that esports focus DICE promised and stuff like that. And then they buy premium, you know, so they already knew the flaws about DICE and about the game. They already knew that they didn't give a crap about customers, and what happens is they still give them money. So yeah, they are a bunch of hypocritical and cynical dudes because they are only worrying about the, you know, the channel views. That's why they buy the DLC. That's why they keep on buying premium and stuff like that, because it will give them views for their channel. Alright, so they're basically acting like a sellout. So they're basically being sellouts, just like the company they criticize. So yeah, pretty weird if you ask me. So me, I complain in my videos. Yeah, I criticize in my criticizing and complaining are two different things. I'm just gonna let them enjoy themselves right there and keep on progressing. I'm sorry guys, I already know what's gonna happen, so I'm just preventing things. When I get to the new part, I'll tell you, okay? So basically, I criticize in my videos, but then I don't go and buy the products. It's as simple as that. I criticize, I don't like, they don't change things, I just won't buy. I don't care if that will ultimately, you know, give much less views to my channel. I don't care. At least I'm being truthful to myself and to my audience, you know. If I'm right here with you guys complaining about things I don't like, and then keep buying the products and keep doing the same thing like everything was fine, then I'm not being truthful to myself nor to you guys. And yeah, again, if you're not happy with the product, guys, don't buy it. Alright, set your standards higher, so that you don't get fooled by greedy ass companies and incompetent developers. Alright guys, if you don't like something, voice your opinion with your wallet, because that's the only language that DICE truly understands. DICE or any other company for that matter. If you're not happy with the product, don't buy. Alright? The thing that happened with Mass Effect, I didn't even play the game. After what I heard, I didn't even play the game, let alone keep buying the DLCs and stuff like that, you know. I just won't buy it. After what I heard, that's gonna happen with Black Ops 2, you know. They are holding the multiplayer servers. You can't rent a server. There are no public server files and stuff like that. Then I just won't buy the game. I was kinda like still wondering if I would buy it or not, and then after I read that news, then I was just like, nope, there's no way I'm ever gonna buy that game, you know. So vote with your wallet, set your standards high, because if you complain about the game and then buy it, why complain? Why are you complaining if things won't change? The only developers that listen to community feedback are basically Valve and independent developers. Nothing more. EA, everything that belongs to EA and Activision, they just don't give a crap about what you have to say. Alright, you paid for their product, they already have your money, it's a done deal, so yeah, they will never worry about it again. And right here, I'm not bitching about something, I'm just stating my opinion, alright? Don't go hating on me, I'm just saying how things really are. If you're not familiar with how the gaming industry works, unfortunately that's how it works. Of course that there's always independent developers, and for me at least, my hope still resides on those guys, independent developers that actually listen to the community, that craft their game based on true community feedback, that their betas and their alphas are actually alphas and betas, a work in progress, highly susceptible to change depending on Alright. Let me just take care of these bitches. Oh, by the way, I did the exact same thing the first time I played it. I'm not like learning from my mistakes. I didn't die, so I'm doing exactly the same thing I did, by the way. The moment I joined, I entered this area, I realized that whoa, that these bitches were here, and I started using trip mines to, you know, get out. That's it, stupid hoe. Stupid hoe. Derp. Anyone else? I hear you. Are you all dead? No. Great. Did I hit you? Yeah. All right. But I don't see your body. You're still alive. Anyway, what was I talking about? Alright, like I was talking, set your standards higher, you know, don't buy the games if you don't like, or if you buy the game and then realize it was a mistake, don't buy the DLC. Alright, another thing you guys I'm against is, like, of course you're free to do what you want to, but this is just my advice and my opinion regarding this stuff. Bitch was still alive after all. Oh, something. Someone just fell on my booby trap. Oh, two of them right here. Cool. For example, pre-orders. Why do you guys pre-order the game? Honestly, let's think this through. When you pre-ordered it, usually 10 years ago, 15 years ago, not 15 years ago, but 10 years ago, when you would pre-order a game, it's because the game would be out of stock, because the game would have so much success that they will sell all the copies, and then you have to wait for you know, the company to produce more copies, and then they would sell them to you. Alright, so you would have to wait more time while the other people was playing, while the other players were playing. So you started pre-ordering so that you wouldn't risk not getting the game the day or the first week it was released. Okay, but bear in mind that at that time there was no digital distribution, and digital distribution, we're talking about Steam and Origin and websites where you buy the keys for your games and then download them through your browser or through a specific downloader. All right, at that time there wasn't such thing. So pre-ordering, actually, if you had the money, actually made sense. Alright? But let's think about what happens nowadays. Nowadays, you just don't get... Alright, this is new, guys. This is new for me. Nowadays, you don't get... you don't get... Alright, I just really lost focus of what I was saying here. My wife just came in. Alright, pre-orders. When you pre-order, at that time there was no way you would get no copies of the game, because at that time, no, I mean today, nowadays, there's no chance a company runs out of games, out of game copies, out of CDs or DVDs or whatever, because you have digital distribution. And because of that, because of digital distribution, what happens is basically you have an unlimited supply of game copies. So when you pre-order the game, what happens is the developer gets to the conclusion that even though you haven't even though you haven't paid the game yet, was a close one. Oh, now you open it. Thanks, bro. So there's no way you're gonna get... so game developers think, well, they didn't even try our game and they were willing to give us 60 euros. So that means, well, we already have the money, screw it. Let's just start working on DLCs.
But I'm sure you understand
Let's just start hold on, guys.
Scoured the area.
Yeah, thank you. So what they think is, before the game gets released, they already have like loads of money because of pre-orders, and they think, well, let's just stop working on the game already, and you know,
entrance to the Lambda complex. Every other has been
start working on DLCs, try and milk this game even further, you know. So don't pre-order games, guys. So basically what you do is, and developers act like this: if you pre-order the game, you get free access to the beta or to the alpha or whatever. So on my time, you would actually get demos to try out the games. Nowadays, you don't get a demo, you get a beta, because, you know, it sounds better. Hey, it's a beta, it's not a finished product. If it sucks, don't cancel your pre-order. Remember, it's just a beta. It will get better. And of course, that's just bullshit. And then, because the game just comes out and you realize that it wasn't worth it. Alright, so and they say, oh, we offer you a chance to beta test our game, and your feedback is really important, and we will craft the game according to what you said about what was wrong and right about the game and stuff like that. And you fall for that, you give them extra money, and then you realize that after the game comes out, it was all bullshit. So again, don't pre-order the game, guys.
Weapons research too.
Oh, I remember this.
I built the glue-on gun, but I
want to test
can't
this.
bring myself
Check
to
it out,
use
guys.
On another living creature.
Oh, living
It
creatures.
doesn't appear that you
Hey, what's
have
up?
any trouble killing things.
All right,
You
one
can
click.
take her with you,
One
but
click and this
please
happens.
promise
Awesome.
to put her to good use.
Yeah, no worries, bro. I'll put it to good use, alright. So, again, buying into DLCs, if you're not happy with the game, don't do it. Pre-ordering the game just to get better access. If you think you're gonna change the game, you're not gonna change the game. They won't change anything, alright? Game modes will pretty much be the same. Trust me, I've beta tested several games now, and they've basically all been the same, except for lately for the latest Counter-Strike, you know, the global offensive one. But yeah, I mean, the gaming industry is pretty messed up, so I actually, nowadays, I only trust... Whoa. This weapon is awesome. Something's not right. Yep, definitely not right. Anyway, I actually nowadays I don't really trust game developers unless they like Valve. I do trust Valve for the most part, but I really trust independent developers. You know, I think that the future of video games is brighter now because of digital distribution again. Because, you know, what EA and Activision do is like, you make the game and they take care of everything, marketing the game, making the copies, selling them, you know. But you know what, digital distribution really changed things, and you no longer, let me just explore the other part first. So you no longer have the problem of distributing the game through a bigger company such as Activision and EA. Alright, independent developers can actually survive on their own without being bought by these companies and then obviously ruined by these companies, which is what's been happening in the last 10 years or so. Whoa. Where am I supposed to go? Coolant system 2. Let's go. So independent developers are really coming, like getting out of the cave and actually being able to, you know, breathe on their own and walk on their own, and grow on their own, obviously. And this is just awesome. This is fabulous, because now we're finally getting games that are taken care of. You know, if they are flawed, those developers will try their best to fix the game, because, you know, they're actually really into the community. They talk with you, they interact with you, they ask you for feedback, and then they implement you. They actually let you test their games, and your word actually has an effect on the final outcome of the game. So this is really mind-blowing, considering how things have been going for the last couple of, like, 8 years or so, 8, 9, maybe 10 years. So yeah, independent developers really for me are the ones that I trust right now. You want me to give you examples? Well, I trust TheRA1DER, the ones that did Red Orchestra. Even though they done some mistakes along the way, they are still truthful developers. They are not full of bullshit, you know. And they actually did a really good job. And like, oh, I get it. And they had to like release their game earlier, full of, for example, just so you guys know, they had to release the game earlier than expected, full of flaws, because they ran out of money. They needed money for the sales to keep on working. That's how independent developers actually work, you know. It's really hard, and most people don't understand that, and because they think they're just some company that belongs to EA and Activision, and people just rage. People just rage because the product wasn't finished. But you know what? As soon as they got the sales up and they got the money, they started working on the game and they fixed what they had to fix. They even come up with lots of community-friendly stuff. So again, they really did a great job after all. I know that there are some die-hard fans out there that still think that they weren't alright. I mean, just put yourselves in their position and, you know, try to understand that they didn't do that just because they are greedy or they didn't give a shit. They actually needed the money. Alright? Oh no no. What the? What the? I'm a ghost now. Cool. Can I call this down immediately? No. So alright, we were talking about independent developers. TheRA1DER that made Red Orchestra. I'm really looking forward to Ravaged. I've been beta testing the game and trust me guys, it's awesome. I think it's enough to say that first of all, it's built on a reliable engine, the Unreal Engine, and it's built by people that were actually worked on the first Battlefield titles. I think Battlefield 1942, Battlefield 2, and they actually people that created the mod that started Battlefield 2, the mod called Desert Combat. So yeah, that game really has character. It has whenever I play that game, I can see that game actually working, you know, actually having success and applauding to a broad audience, and still keeping the game skill based and you know, dumb but features free. So I'm really looking forward to Ravaged. Another another game I'm really looking forward is PlanetSide 2. That game seems to be awesome, really good indeed. Another game is Natural Selection 2. I played the first one back in the day. It was a mod for Half-Life. It was a kick-ass game at that time, one of its kind, really good. I'm also looking forward, and this game is gonna be so good. I can barely wait, man. Hawken. It's a mech game, you know, like Mᴏʀᴏ and stuff like that. It's really good. The game kicks some serious ass. I've been alpha testing the game, and trust me, guys, the game is that good. It's really that good. I love it. So yeah, pretty of good first-person shooters about to come out now. So the future of video games is not that bad as it was like a couple of years ago, where I was like seeing that everything was going down the Call of Duty line, you know. Every game seemed a carbon copy of the previous one. No creativity at all. DLC, pre-order, milking the game. And again, independent developers have given new life to the gaming industry, and I do hope that these guys that actually work hard to applaud to their audience, and they are faithful and truthful to their fan base, that they have huge amounts of success and keep on producing awesome games because they deserve it. Again, digital distribution for the win. Screw EA, screw Activision. These guys are doing a great job so far, and this is not gonna stop here. So I'm pretty pumped for, you know, what the gaming industry, what the independent gaming industry holds for us. Let's just wait and see, right? But overall, I have a really positive vibe regarding all this. Alright, let's go for the number 1 now. You know what? I should probably just save in case this crashes. Oh, alright. After the loading, I'm gonna stop recording.